Paul knew his mission. See, here's the thing. When we figure out our purpose on planet Earth, a purpose will motivate us. Okay, a purpose will keep our priorities straight. When I know my purpose, and my purpose is to be in relationship with God, and my purpose is to tell others about Him, no matter what else I'm doing, then I'm going to keep my priorities straight every single time. They're not going to get out of whack because I got my eyes focused on where they should be. A purpose will help us develop our potential. Because when I'm focused on who Jesus is in my life, then that means I'm continually allowing Him to rebuild me and renew me and to grow into the man that He's created me to be from the beginning. A purpose will give you power to live in the present. A purpose from God will give you the power to be the person God has created you to be for the now. Not for what's been, but for the now. And we continue to seek God in the now, then He's going to continue to give us what we need for next. A purpose will help you evaluate your progress as well. You'll be able to look back and say, man, well, where have I grown? Where do I need to continue to grow? And if you're new to the well and hearing some of that, we talk about growth often. Because we all should be growing to becoming more like who Jesus created us to be. Growth is important for every single one of us. You see, Paul had more than a positive attitude about all this. And if we really think about this, a positive attitude, okay, joy in your life will help determine your attitude, which will help determine your altitude in life. How far you go, how high you can go, what you can accomplish, what you can do. Because joy brings stability when happiness brings temporary moment of good stuff, but then it's gone. Joy is something that creates a stableness in us so we continue to grow and be the person God wants us to be. You see, once Paul determined his life mission, that purpose also improved his attitude every single day. I don't know about you, but sometimes I need an attitude adjustment, right? Sometimes I wake up on a Monday or Tuesday or Thursday, Friday morning, and I'm not the happiest guy in the world. It's been a rough night of sleep. Maybe I was up late the night before, driving with Uber a little bit. Maybe I'm just a little tired from the day before playing pickleball. Last Monday, that was me. Maybe you're a little more aggravated today for whatever reason. And so, see, I need to make a choice in that moment. Man, I'm going to live out my purpose today. My purpose is to go and tell the good news to somebody today. And so that causes a shift in my attitude right away, because I can't go tell the good news to anybody if I'm walking around mumbling under my breath, if I'm walking around wallowing in self-pity, because of how I feel. I'm not going to tell anybody about joy because no one's going to believe that. They're going to see right through that and be like, yeah, if you got joy, I don't want any of that. Right? So see, a joyful perspective and a joyful place determines how far we will go. See, first of all, we need to work on this sense of purpose. And as we work on our sense of purpose, here's the beauty in this. As we work in our sense of purpose, going and telling the good news to somebody, at the same time, it's also working on us. It's like a reciprocal thing that goes on. When I go to do something good for somebody, it also helps me to grow in who I am as a person. We were watching some Disney show the other day on TV, and I remember the statement from this kid in the show was, man, I really enjoy helping people out. It makes me feel good. You see, it does more than make us feel good. When we end up living out our purpose, it not only makes us feel good, but it also then begins to work on us to help us to become better. It's a beautiful thing. That's what God does in us and through us. You see, through prisons, shipwrecks, beatings, through trials and debates, Paul kept on smiling and sharing the gospel because of his strong sense of purpose. Paul was bold for the gospel. He didn't back down when things got tough, when things got tight. When it looked like all else was done and he was going to die, he continued on sharing the gospel. And today, Paul understood that we can either surrender to our circumstances or we can surrender to a cause that is greater than our circumstances. And I hope that today that we will choose to be like Paul and that we will not choose to surrender to our circumstances, that we will be a people that will know that our purpose is to live for Christ and to tell the good news.